crashing part of StreamYards there's something wrong with that. We'll go through and check all that stuff later. Because all you do is it didn't get linked right is what I think's going on.
Okay, right on.
I'm gonna go hit the pisser, J Blues. I just start restreaming.
I got you on another platform. You're on 4 platforms tonight, J Blues and Dr. Nick. So there you go. I wonder. No,
yeah,
you're on.
That would be 4 platforms, including the Twitch stream. So evidently the stream key probably didn't get in right on the StreamYard.
Yeah, it just didn't link up right somehow. It's fixable. No reason to sweat it tonight.
Yeah, Twitch will save the broadcast now because we put the check mark in there the other day.
Yep, it should.
Yeah, it's good. Cool. Very
cool.
It
should. You marked everything for it to do it. I for so long hadn't even paid attention. I mean, Z streams on my Twitch. I stream on my Twitch. I just make sure I'm not going up on Twitch when he's on the Twitch.
Huh.
But me and Z are teammates, so I was able to put that in there for him. And we each have our own kick and our own rumble. We just share the Twitch.
That's cool. I keep wanting to go into a drop D, and I can't do it on this. I can do it on the one over at your house.
Yeah, I like how that bass sounds over the phone.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, the other one would be real muddy. And you're plugged into what? The amp behind you?
Yeah. The MPEG.
Probably not even on a half.
No, it's on 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on.
Damn, that's good.
Sorry, Blue. Yeah, shit. It's the first night in a few weeks. It's kind of, I could feel a little chill in the air, even in the house.
Yeah, it's hotter in here than it is outside.
That was last night.
You are 100% correct. The air is cooler tonight. Holding a strong 8 in the chat. Appreciate everybody stopping in here.
Anybody jumped in yet? Oh, Daniel barely stopped in over at my place. Daniel.
Right. Daniel Barry Sports. Welcome in always. Hey, Todd, to see some home runs go over to Daniel's side, man. Todd Bushy, big supporter of the channel. Appreciate you being here, brother. Chef Life on the Rumble side, Janice Mulligan. Right.
Janice M is up there.
Yeah, Janice M's in here.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Well, let's see. We'll be on for a little bit. Chef Life. I'm gonna run it for a while longer.
Somebody just said not too many people live tonight. Who just said? Oh, Todd. Oh,
Not
a lot
too
of
many
channels.
people.
Oh, he said a lot.
Mosh went live. I did see that.
Yeah, it's another jam night somewhere.
Jam nights.
Yeah.
And I know Motor was live. I really didn't see anything else.
It is literally Wednesday is a hard night. A lot of people are doing their middle of the week lives.
Yeah, I see a lot of people live on my subscriber list.
Yeah.
Oh, I see Joe Cool.
Joe's live?
Well, he's on Topher in Ajax.
Oh.
Mirror, what's happening? Thank you for stopping in.
They say
Hope
Mirror.
your weather's treating you good. Good morning to you, Mirror.
Good morning from Detroit, Steve.
Yeah, you know it.
Oh, AC's live.
What's up, bro? AC's going live too? Wow, they're all
AC, no, he is live. The shit show. Uh-oh, shit show on the road.
Whoa, why am I not getting that notification? That's nice. I didn't get that notification, Motor.
Which one? Mine?
No, that I got yours that you're live with J Boost. But the show.
Oh no. You know what?
No?
I don't get it either. I don't know what reason. Maybe they took it off, like shadow banned him or something. Because he got that channel back just now. Well, just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Oh, here it is. I did get sent one. I had to reboot my page. He's been up 3 minutes ago.
What's the name of that show?
That's AC live shit show on the road. Authority Check presents. Let's talk some.
Yeah.
Oh.
The channel. He just asked the channel. We call it. There's two channels actually. He's got two, right, bro? Shit show and Authority Check presents. That's his other one. They still going at it with that Caitlyn or whatever?
German.
He's got a... Oh, that's German. Okay. Yep. It's funny because she popped up on Masha's one night.
Oh, scary. I think I seen that night. I left.
I had to stick around.
I think you were on the panel. I wasn't, so I could sneak away better.
Oh boy.
Dr. Nick, Janice likes the 2-track behind you.
Yes. Yeah, it's a TX.
The old reel-to-reel.
Yeah. TX X7.
Is it an old one?
Yeah, it's from the 70s.
Okay.
I've got the remote for this thing has a cable on it that's about 20 feet long. And it's got buttons for all the... It's not like a remote. It's nothing.
Oh, I know. I remember TVs had those.
Yes.
That's the hard part to find for the reel-to-reels these days is the external control that was on the end of the wire. You never find that when you find a reel-to-reel. They've just got rid of that.
I've got one. And believe it or not, it's in a box somewhere.
Hey, Blackwatch, how you doing?
Welcome back. Welcome in, Blackwatch. He was in here when he first started, I think.
Yeah, I haven't seen him comment. Sorry to cut you off.
No.
That's all right. Digging the background music, J Booze.
Yeah.
I got some more that I'm going to upload before the normal show. The normal schedule that we do this. But yeah, this is kind of cool. We're going to go so long. I know one thing. I just tried like putting pressure on my leg. It's like weird. Man, I guarantee if I let the dog out and sit back down, I'm feel some pain.
All right. I take it J Blues is gonna join Z in the club.
Uh-oh.
Trying to joke with you, Jay.
He's making salad, I told you.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, what's salad?
It's the stuff that healthy people eat.
Yeah.
Wait, are you talking that thing where you take all the stuff that the food eats and you throw it in a bowl and shake it up and serve it to everybody?
Yeah, the leaves.
Yeah, okay. It's that stuff I always see the food eating in the garden.
Well, I didn't do too far away from that. I had a couple of BLTs earlier.
Did you make me one? I told you I'd be right over.
Yeah, I heard him.
Hey man, did you make enough for all of us?
That wouldn't be too hard to do.
I'm making bratwurst right now.
Yeah, but...
So I got the frozen pizzas; those don't count.
You know,
I got the good hot dogs, and even though they're all bad for you, I got those, the good ones.
Nathan's.
Yeah.
Well, I get them from the butcher shop, all beef. beef. They're like the ones you get in the stores, the big long ones that actually fit the hot dog bun.
Yeah,
They're
I like the long
good.
ones.
There's only one place you can go to, and I don't think it's open anymore. Or if it is, it's only open a couple of days a week in downtown. That's the only meat place where you could get that. They
And
family owned, been there for like 3 generations.
Yeah, that type of place.
yeah, they just don't have butcher shops like they used to.
I know,
They-
right?
Hey, good citizen media, they do out where I'm at.
Do they?
Oh yeah.
Good Citizen Media, what's going on? Thanks for stopping in.
Welcome in, GCM, Good Citizen Media. Welcome into the Green Room. Unscheduled show. We just felt like doing it.
Oh, hey, Southside, I heard there's a rumor in Discord you were promoted.
Uh-oh.
Really?
Doesn't.
So what does that mean?
Yeah, you get them
You,
bakery type ones, Janice. Go ahead, bro.
you were promoted to a master mod, a captain in that pirate Discord.
Wow. Okay, cool. And you want to know what's funny? I
You
still
don't
don't know
care.
where my homepage on Discord is.
I can't find mine either. I can't get to it.
What's funny is I have a lot of friends that all have Discord, little tiny Discords. They all come to mine. I have 2 other friends that like, yeah, I sent out a link on Discord. For Discord. I'm like, oh, cool, give me one. He's like, it's it's Broke Fish and Disc server, you dumbass. I'm like, oh, okay. It's good. It may be mine, but I'm not in charge over there, truly. I put the gunny in charge. If there's any complaints or anybody wants to do anything or raise a fuckus, they got to deal with the gunny, not me. I just didn't need the stress at the time. And it's worked out quite well.
No, it's cool. It's a great server. So I just know when I got to post a message, or I know the key things to look for: lives, or any of the news, and then the messaging. That's it.
Yeah.
And it works. It works very well.
Yeah, the gunny puts a lot of news in the news channel, in his category, the news category in his channel on the server. Citizen Z's got his own channel on the server. Even though he cut us off when he was playing movies over there all the time. Yeah, Jay Blues is in my Discord. He's Southside. I don't know if Good Citizen jumped in there with us, but I think Motor City Maniac's even in the Discord.
I'm gonna have to download it.
Download? It's a website. You just go to the site. You don't need to download an app. The app, my brother has complaints about the app. They just got it working right, and then they went and started messing with it again.
Yeah, see, I'm not enjoying the app, but when you go to the hard site,
yep, the .com.
It's great.
Discord.com. Yeah.
And you know what? I think that's probably what went wrong with Kick, because they got rid of the app. I'll bet you everything was right, and I bet it needed new stream key.
Yep, just go in and re-grab it and put it back in. Because
Yeah,
truly,
we'll test
you're
it
not the
before.
only person I've heard that says the apps really suck for some of these websites. The site's great when you go to the hard site, the .com site, the non-mobile site, and don't use the app. They rock. But
Yeah.
you try to use it. I have a friend that's like, I tried to use the app, and dude, I got rid of it. Jay's got like, I got rid of it. It was junk. You go to the actual website, and it's like, holy shit.
Yeah, and that's important for YouTube also, because the YouTube Studio app is useless. If you want to make all critical decisions and moves in your settings and everything, you've got to go to the .com, the YouTubeStudio.com, and then it just, there it is, everything, right down to hidden users, everything else. And you can just go.
Yep.
You can, and that's where you can, make sure all your mods are in there, um, and you can, and it's just more happening. So even with the mobile device, so the apps suck totally. It's
Yeah, that's why I tell all my friends, if you have the choice, even going and buying a cheap Walmart computer for a couple $100 is a better choice than trying to do all this stuff through a mobile device.
I thought they're to Hewlett Packards, right?
Yep. That's if you go to Hewlett Packard themselves, there's discounts they always are running, especially around holidays. But when you call them up on the phone and talk to them about what's in your cart before you purchase it, set up an account, go ahead, do all that. Decide I want to get this, then call them up and they'll talk you through and be adding discounts and talk to you about it. And then you hit them up and ask them, do you give discounts to YouTubers? They will ask you for your channel address, what's your channel called. They'll go look at your channel, and if you actually make content and have content on it, they will give you a discount. And it doesn't matter how much content's on it. It's just that you show that you're a creator, like Ron, Dr. Nick, myself, Southside, a bunch of other people. When you put content on your YouTube, you're a creator. You get what's called the creator discount.
Yeah, absolutely. 13 in the chat. Appreciate it. Hit those likes. Welcome in GreenRoom Southside. That's the way to go, because you won't get that from, buying direct from
Walmart or Amazon.
Sure.
Doesn't matter
Right.
which company you decide to go with. And yeah, I know you don't like them, Blackwatch, but they're not that bad. But it doesn't matter which company you decide to go through. Whatever you do, call up and talk to them. That's the only way you're going to find out if they actually give YouTube creator discounts and other discounts that they just don't give by going on the website. And even the guy at Hewlett Packard, when I got my new computer, I like Hewlett Packard's. My computer, I went in going, okay, I'm going to get this basic model. And by the time I was done talking to that guy, I can't upgrade. Everything's upgraded to the max. And we were working on I lit the keyboard so it backlights, and I lit the screen, and I stepped the screen up just below it being an actual touch screen, and still had the money to buy myself a USB DVD burner so I can burn movies and send them to people.
Oh, shoot. You can burn CDs of bands.
DVDs, movies, DVDs.
Okay.
I can actually take my lives that I've made. I can download it straight onto a DVD and send it to you, and you watch it like it was a movie.
Yeah, no, it makes sense to run. I know we went through this. The StreamYard running it through PC. You're watching all your channels at the same time, monitoring every one of them. And so Twitch, Rumble, everybody, it's right there on the screen, and you can monitor it.
I'm in StreamYard, and I have 4 other tabs pulled up, all with live broadcasts on them.
I'll bet you do. Absolutely. What size monitor are you using?
I have a 42-inch flat screen TV as a second monitor, and I use the laptop's 15-inch monitor as monitor number 1.
Wow. All right, cool.
And I could actually get myself a USB hub and plug it into my USB self-powered extension bar, and actually run 6 flat screen TVs and make each one of them have a different thing on it.
Damn.
And it won't hurt my computer. I have a buddy who's got the same one I spec'd out, did the same thing, except for he's got more money. He made his laptop a touch screen also, and he's got 6 flat screens all stacked, all on shelves, to where there's 3 rows of 3, and his computer doesn't even notice it.
I'll be darned.
It's just learning how to get your mouse between the screens.
I have YouTube TV on my television, and we've done a live before, and my wife will sit in the living room and watch it on the TV.
Yeah, those Fire Stick, you got a Fire Stick or one of those, and you have the YouTube channel on the through the. Yeah. I actually learned about this way back, like 15 years ago, about plugging in monitors when they were first starting to put HDMI's into computers. The guy I worked for spec that into his computer were like 15, 16 years ago when they first, he paid extra for it. And he bought a USB hub thing, and I'm like, what's all this? I had to go through hooking up each of those TVs and designating what was what on his computer. He knew it could do it. I learned to do it by doing it for an old guy that I know who's no longer with us. And his kid's like, wow, all I did was replace Dad's computer when I inherited the house in his little office. And it's like, wow. I could make them all. I could put those 9 monitors in here and make them all one screen, to where each one of them had a section of the screen that I'm watching. But why do that? Extra monitors give you a place to have stuff sitting that you might want to show. Like I have the weather sitting. I also have the weather tab that I can pull up on my laptop and just show it, present it. It's ready to go.
Yeah.
That's how I do it so quick. I use 2 monitors.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. You're right. I'm not going to go that big, but with just the laptop, and let that cover it for just the StreamYards, and being able to have the chats open on the YouTube, the Rumble, and now especially the Twitch, because that I'm very interested with that.
I never put my computer into sleep mode is probably the difference. I go into settings. I refuse to have sleep mode engage at any time.
Okay, so you're not engaging in the chat on Twitch.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm on Twitch. There's nobody there except for me right now.
No, I understand that, but I mean, what the With the PC, you don't allow it to do what? Which?
Go in. I don't allow the PC itself to ever go into sleep mode. If I have to do something, I save everything and shut it off.
Yeah.
Sleep mode on a PC is you're not helping the battery, you're not helping anything. When you have a
Right
PC,
on.
I never put them into sleep mode. If I'm not there, I'll put YouTube on a 4-hour video and let it play while I go sleep. If I want to save what's going on and don't want to shut it off, make it think it's doing something and go
Yeah.
take a nap.
Right on.
If I have to do otherwise, I just save everything and I shut it off. Sleep mode just eats your battery up if you don't have it plugged in while you're sitting there. I turn all that stuff, sleep mode stuff off. Never. Don't shut my computer down without my permission.
Dig it. Yeah, I used to just close the lid. That was it. Come back
Yep.
to it the next day, open up the lid. Yep.
Yeah. That's sort of putting it into sleep mode. They had a
Yeah.
problem, but they've been hitting major updates lately. They've been pushing the updates so hard. Mostly security updates, but they've been pushing them.
I'll be darned.
That sucks. I would hate to lose all my work.
I got to take the little guy outside. I'll be right back.
See.
Sorry about that.
I was checking the weather.
Go get your water, Hans. Go on, pup.
Well, I feel sorry for Oklahoma and Kansas, and just draw a straight line up the east side of the Rockies. It's not good for them tonight.
And they've been being hit for the last week or two.
I
Or
know
more.
it's still going on. It's still going on down there east of Houston. It's finally moved itself east of Houston now. It's into Louisiana, stretched all the way out to New Orleans on the satellite. Oh, and we have another one building on the panhandle of Texas, New Mexico line. It's just building itself up over the past hour, I would say. It's just building like out of nowhere. Was this little tiny thing that wasn't even worth looking at an hour, 2 hours ago, maybe 3. Last time I looked. This evening. That's what we'll go with this evening.
Oh boy. Should I roll another joint?
Smoke another joint. Hey, homegrown cowboy, how are you doing, bro? This is Jay Blues's channel. You'll have to jump over to Jay Blues's. Did you have the link for Jay Blues's over here?
I thought I put it in there. I forgot to, I think.
I can jump over really quick. I didn't have your channel pulled up, but it's easy to do.
Oh, he's coming from
I was
another.
Okay. Whoop. I was gonna say if you can get the StreamYard, I'll put the page or the live over there.
Here, I'll get that for you.
Whoops, that's not it.
I just homegrown cowboy. I just dumped Jay Blues's link in the StreamYard's pinned in his channel.
Okay.
All right, so you beat me to that, but here we go. All right, so we're going to do the weather, and okay, I think it's quiet in the background from this end. It's nice and quiet. So here we go. Here comes the best part of the show.
Oh no, it's just a part of what we do. You guys,
There
you
you
can
go.
see right here in the past 2 hours. This is this 2 hour restream of tonight. This is the last 2 hours. I have it on infra, and we're looking at the satellite. This is what the satellite is seen from above. I'm gonna flip it over here to radar real quick, like, and this will be the past hour of the radar. So the satellite's showing more of what's going on than the radar. That's why I like the satellite so much better. You get an idea of the temperatures. Look at this one building right down here in New Mexico. Texas line, like basically right on the line. This one's building up. Jay Blues, you got some cloud. I'm gonna click it on the clouds real quick, like. You got some, those clouds just can't decide whether they're gonna come at you or not. You see that crap?
Right, and it is a lot of broken clouds right now. It's a lot more than it was earlier. So, and it's cool out. It's a very cool breeze going. I'm digging it.
There's the winds, what the winds are doing around our country. And back to temperature. So down here, Arizona had some nice high temps today, up into Vegas, clean across Arizona into New Mexico, and then it starts dropping off, and you get that. There's a coolness all the way up. I'm in the 50s right now, plan to drop to the 40s tonight. But this is not good. It's just been going.
We're down 51 right now. Damn. I told you it was in the 50s.
Yeah. There. Make your mind up, you stupid thing. There. This is what motors over here in this
Yeah, we're
area.
looking at clear skies right now, huh?
Yeah, that's what it's sort of saying. Who knows what this thing's gonna do? I'm not sure. This thing building up down here by Lubbock and Amarillo, and yeah, that thing's, I don't know. Just another night of crap. I hope you stay safe, Pat, because this does not look good for here's Oklahoma. Here's Kansas. Can't even see it under there. I mean, over here you get a little bit better idea, but they don't have the states stand out. Everybody should know where they're located on the US map. Just because they don't have the states find out very well on any weather map. I've always hated that. We're going to move it up north a little bit, let our friends up by the borders see. Oh, see, look, let's hope they don't start any more fires up there. That's what this will start. Thank God there hasn't been any lightning thunderheads out west here yet. It's just, but go down here. Yeah, see, it nice out west, which might be a bad thing. And here we go. All right, I'm going to go ahead and stop this. Everybody's seen their weather. Oh, wait a minute. We didn't cover that country of Washington D.C. over here for Z. Just the normal going into Canada up here. New England or whatever they call that area. Wow, that one's stretching all the way over there. When you zoom in, you get a better look at the clouds. You see that? Not going to be a good morning.
Yeah, let me just address something. Yeah, homegrown. Yeah, it's on subscriber mode here only. So, but there's no time limit to that. You want to come on this side? That's cool. If you don't, that's cool. We're easy, but it is on subscribers mode only on South Side. Dr. Nick, you want to play some blues?
Sure. Give me the 3 chords and I'll play it.
Right on, bro.
Right on. Awesome.
Cool.
Forgot my leg was hurting.
Ha Play some music, it'll make you forget the pain.
Yeah, we'll do that.
No shit. I ain't feeling no pain. Thank you, Janice.
Just sitting here jamming along with them.
That's what I'm having tomorrow for dinner.
Enjoy, brother. I'm at
Right.
fresh pot of coffee.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go fill my coffee cup up real quick.
Okay. Cool.
Dr. Nick, you're froze up, Dr. Nick. You look like you're
Say what? I'm sorry.
Your picture's frozen. You look like you're still playing. There you go. No, it changed. That was funny.
I'm going to turn it off for a minute and see what happens. Let me. Well, the phone's a little hot. Plus, like I said, I'm got two boards between me and the.
It's like Brooke said, though. It seems like the further you're away from your router or your Wi-Fi or whatever, and you know that affects it a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
With your camera on, it fucking takes a lot more to run too, I think.
Yeah, because then it's trying to process the video too.
Yep.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I just gave you a piece of this, damn it.
Oh, Lordy.
Tomorrow's Thursday, right?
Yep. Yeah. Hey, let me ask a question. Don't mean to bring down the mood or anything like that. I gotta ask a question to Broke, because I know that you've had some problems. I'm going in Friday morning for a heart catheterization. Have you ever had that done?
No, I haven't had it done. My experience is with my family members and my wife. That is considered a normal procedure now. They're gonna go put a stent in. I take it.
I'm sorry. I lost it. Lost connection.
Oh. Yeah, I take it. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
I take it you're going in to get a stent or something like that done?
Yeah, they're wanting to check me out from head to toe kind of thing, which is not a bad thing, but I didn't know it was gonna go this far. They apparently just shoot dye.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, they're just doing the
Oh, I knew he was gonna leave. He is having trouble.
Yeah.
He'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, he was blinking in and out there. I could tell. All right, dog. Tiger.
Sounds like they're wanting to do a contrast, though.
Whoops.
I hate that I got all this experience that's not because of myself, but because of family members. It sort of bugs you.
Yeah. Yep, that's what it turns into late. You get older.
Yep.
All your loved ones go.
And what's funny is you figure from my line of work, I'd have all these lung problems and I'd probably have some heart problems and shit. When they check me out, they're like, "What problems?" I go, "But I've smoked." They're like, "Really?" We don't see it. I'm like, "What do you mean?" They're like, "Dude, we don't see it. If you hadn't have told me you were a smoker, your x-rays and your CAT scan and all that wouldn't have gave you away." They can see where the one time I got serious smoke inhalation in a house fire, they said they could see something there, but it's really nothing. It's just he could tell my heart had been stressed once. And I'm like, yeah, that shit got in the lining around my heart. They put me in IC.
Damn, Pat.
Yeah, see. His phone might actually shut itself off. He did say it was hot.
That's what my phone, my old phone. Go ahead, JB.
It was plugged into the wall charger. I'll guarantee you that Pro Max got hot.
Yeah, well, and they have an automatic shutdown for excessive heat. Whether it's through using the processor being in the windshield and got too hot, or a combination of everything else, because charging makes them hot too.
Once the screen starts to dim, that's the beginning of okay. Next is the audio, and then it freezes up, and that's it. But I don't
no
use
more dog
at all. So I just use the It probably would be less hot if I used Wi-Fi and didn't have the cell on at all, cell service.
Yeah, it works better if you have it not trying to literally connect to the cell service all the time.
Yes.
Might be what Dr. Nick's phone is doing too, trying to connect to the cell service while it's using the Wi-Fi.
Uh,
Bouncing
yeah.
it because it doesn't receive the phone calls if it's only connected through Wi-Fi. Your phone acts like it's offline for cell service. But if you have it on, it bounces a signal. I can't remember how many times a minute it is, but it's incredible. That's one thing they used to teach people when we were teaching emergency preparedness classes or giving advice. One of the biggest things they asked us to give it advice is, if you have an emergency in your area, don't make a phone call to your daughter with who has a cell phone. Text her. It takes a 2-second blip to send out a text. It takes so much power from the tower and its backup battery supply to be on a phone call. Plus, it ties up the network. Use too much salad dressing. Now you're snorkeling to the edge of the bowl. That's funny, Blackwatch. Oh, really? Most people think Verizon's good. I've always been like T-Mobile or a company that brought all the towers into Oregon and then sold out to T-Mobile, I think it was. Or AT&T. They both use the same frequency.
Yeah, but the T-Mobile operation owns all the towers.
Yep.
Uh,
They went in and bought out all the little companies like it used to be here in Southern Oregon, Edge Wireless. T-Mobile bought them out and they owned all the towers. They're the ones that got the government grants to help them put in the towers originally. And then T-Mobile came in and did that big buyout and they snatched up a bunch of companies like that.
East Side Harold, welcome in. You're on Motors. We're in the green room on the South Side Channel.
Wow, I didn't know Boost bought out Dish. Oh no, I didn't like Dish. I had them for a while. They just seemed to want to rip you off.
Yeah,
And I
Boost is big down in the Southlands, but
and
T-Mobile owns the whole thing.
I have a buddy who still has it, the Blue Horizons internet service, but he's got it through a company. He has a business plan. That shit was fast back in the day before when a lot of people were still on phone lines because the towns hadn't been upgraded yet. He had like, dude, wow, my video games never worked like this. And now we got that, what is it, Starlink? And you can now use Starlink on a moving vehicle.
I heard about that.
I know a couple guys that own tuna boats, big 200-foot, 150, 200-foot tuna boats. They're part of the high seas tuna fleet out of the U.S. And they use that Starlink Elon Musk system, they started using it when he came out with the mobile stuff, and they're like, dude, I can talk to my wife all night long and it never glitch. Before, we used to have to wait for certain times of the days to talk on the radio. Wow. It's still expensive?
For what?
For like dish service. They used to be they got expensive to have dish TV. Or the satellite through dish. You know,
Yeah,
what was it?
you're
HughesNet
gonna.
or whatever. That Blue Planet or whatever that service was.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it was expensive. Probably still is.
Yeah, Starlink ain't so bad if you're going to be in an area where you don't have. If I lived any further up the river, off the main line, I would have to have Starlink.
Yeah, you won't get it down here.
Get what?
Starlink.
Oh, Starlink works where you're at.
I asked for it, I think, like 2 years ago.
Oh, you got to call them back up. They're still putting satellites up out of Vandenberg. You know where I'm talking. You've done the 101 trip.
Wait till they all start falling back down.
They did really well in that big magnetic burst that hit us. They did really well. I didn't hear of us losing one.
Homegrown Cowboys just put it up about an hour ago. A truck, it looks like. You could barely tell what kind of vehicle it was, but it hit the back of a semi. It blew the back semi tire, and bent the rim on the semi truck. How fucking hard that truck hit the back.
Yeah, how hard is that to go through the DOT bar, that square-inch piece of tube that's welded to the back of the frame and goes down 2 bars down, one across? You got to be moving to get past the DOT bar.
Yep. The whole back end of that truck is blown out from underneath, and the tires bent on the semi.
Where was that? Up in Detroit?
No. Homegrown Cowboys in Texas.
Oh, okay.
Somewhere down there. I think he filmed it driving by it.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you click on his page and you just drop it. It's only a 2 minute or a minute 47 seconds.
That's up on Homegrown's page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty bad accident.
I don't need to see the accident. I've seen enough of those.
The guy walked away.
He's lucky. Who, the semi driver?
I'm pretty sure he did, but the other guy looks like at the end there, he's sitting on the back of a truck. The tailgate's down. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's probably him.
Yeah.
Fucking walked away. But here in Detroit, there was this female, her car hit a semi. She caromed off another car. I think it was on 94, I-94. And she hit the back or underneath the semi, and it ripped the back end of the car off. And her area was crushed where they couldn't get her. They had to get jaws of life and cut her out of there. And she was alive. She was, scratches. Fucking car was ripped in half. But,
I've seen some people survive car wrecks. One dude broke his leg, but we literally had to peel the car off him out of the car with the jaws of life and the cutters and everything else. And that dude only had a broken leg, and that the car when we got there, I was like, yeah. And then you could hear him inside going, "Well, get me the fuck out of here." Stone cold sober. He was hit by somebody drinking and driving. It's like, holy shit, dude. Rear-ending a semi may overtoss your salad. Keep them coming, Blackwatch. You're on a roll tonight, bro.
You tossing salad now, Blackwatch? What the fuck is going on? I don't understand this. I've seen news headlines and shit.
And there went motor.
Yup.
Oh, so cool.
Here you go, bro.
Oh, I'm here. I gotta stop my dog from being a dumbass.
As long as I'm sitting here like this on this little bar stool, I got my ankle up on the top crossbar of it, and I had no pain in that leg.
That's funny as get out. My dog's not on the leash. She's laying on the porch guarding the property.
Jeff Light says his mom and dog were sprayed by a skunk.
I'd be sleeping elsewhere.
It happens, Chef.
The dog set your mom up. That's what it was.
Smoke them if you got them.
If you got it, smoke it. Wow. What happened with Nick?
I think that he was probably shutting his amp off, and at the phone, he said he had it plugged in, but it could have just. He probably had other apps open on there too, so it probably overheated. Maybe this is him. Oh shit! It's the wrong button. There we go. Motor. Okay. Motor's back.
And here's Motor City. You're back.
What's
How's it going, guys? Can you hear me all right?
Oh,
Yeah, we hear you. How you doing?
Doing good, you guys. Thanks for having me
doing
up.
good, Shane? Yeah. It's getting around 3 o'clock. Reception problems.
Oh, 3. Oh, there went Motor.
Unreal. Yeah, he's right.
3 a.m. is 3
Dr. Nick
a.m.
had problems all night, right? Even when we were in the control room before the show went live, there was some glitching on his end, and I thought, wow. So it's on a different side of Charlotte, more to the east.
Well, it is was Wednesday night, and Wednesday night is when they go through and they reboot all the servers, and they shut one bank down, so a lot of people get slowed down or kicked, and then they turn it back on and it restarts. When it's fully back up and running, then they shut down the other bank, and they'll go down the banks doing that.
Okay.
Some server places, they have a left and a right. They have a bunch of banks on the left and a bunch on the right, and they'll shut down left and get it restarted, and then do the same to the right. And it takes them a little while. But Wednesday's a typical day for some of the smaller internet providers to do that, because it's the middle of the work week, and we're not all supposed to be awake doing this. And they're thinking they have more customers at home and doing stuff on the weekend than they do during the week.
Yeah, that's about the same time Dish does their updates.
Yep.
But as far as my Dish package, I don't have like the whole sport thing and movies and all that jazz. So my Dish only runs like $119 after taxes and stuff, I think.
Yeah, and that's crazy. To me, that's just crazy. I remember when it was $30.
Oh,
40,
yeah.
$40 if you were throwing all the movie channels in and stuff.
Yeah. And then I found out Boost has bought Dish, and now they got cell phones. So I'm thinking about going from T-Mobile back to Boost, and it'll only cost me and my mom $25 a month each for both our phone lines.
Thanks, J-Boost.
That's ass kicking backdrop. This was shit that I'm missing that I need to get, stuff like that.
Yeah, I need to upgrade mine.
AI.
And there he goes.
Motor. It's the AI. You can make that with AI. I could do all sorts of stuff. But Mid-Journey.
Go ahead.
Mid-Journey's one of the good ones for doing that. Some of the scenes I have are Mid-Journeys.
Do you have a green screen?
No, I actually just downloaded into their to StreamYards in the setting. It's called virtual background, and I took this is a photo I have. This is an AI. This is a screensaver of a James Webb Space Telescope picture. This is AI. This is AI. This is AI done. This was AI done. Here was a meme I had, and here's another screensaver I found. You can take a picture like my wife's. I have a picture of my wife. I made it a background for when I'm singing a special song for her. We'll go with this one right now. And this is an actual photo from the James Webb Space Telescope. It's called the Pillars of Creation.
Yeah, I have a few photos on for my avatar, but I don't have anything like that.
Yeah, well, in the settings, you go in virtual background, you can download whatever you want. Basically,
This is one of my logos for my channel. It's got a chef riding a motorcycle.
You could actually probably make that into a background too, just by uploading the same file into the virtual background.
And I have that one.
Because I have which one am I on? For mine, I have this one as a emoji, but I also have that same file, same picture as a virtual background. Same file.
So you're saying that you're making these down on the StreamYard?
Yep, in the settings, StreamYard settings, in the
you're
bottom.
Right there. You know what? You're
it says virtual background. I know I'm right, but thank you for being right. Jay likes to give me a hard time. Damn it, Brooks right again. Oh shit.
Yeah.
We'll catch him one of these days.
That's right.
So is it under layouts in that?
Okay, you hit settings. It pops up. It says camera, audio, virtual background. Not over in the branding or any of that. Go to the bottom of the page below the basement. It says mute, stop camera, settings, present, leave studio. You want the gear wrench in the bottom. I'm on a laptop though. You got to remember that. It might be a little different if you're on a mobile or something, but it's a setting. It's where you go in and adjust your camera, your audio. Because I'm not in my own studio. It's below the layouts. On mine, it appears at the bottom of the screen, directly below the panel. But you're probably on a phone, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm on yes, I'm on the phone right now. Yeah,
it'll say it's the only place that says settings in there, but you're also the host. You'll see a thing that says virtual background.
See, mine says for best performance, we recommend using a green screen.
Yeah, well, right below that, it tells me that too. But
and then
below that, you'll see that there's ones that they already have a virtual background sample. It looks like this. I can show it to you because you can't get rid of it. They have this one.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
And then they have this one. You go down below that and you'll see a plus sign that says upload background.
Yep.
And then you can put any picture you want in that upload background. Oh God, I got to get out of the living room. That makes you want to smoke pot. Let's go back to space. I feel a little spacey. And it actually makes it like you actually have a green screen, because all I have to do is lean back and I disappear, go over, there it is. I'm basically gone. And then I have a cover over my camera. I just close the cover over the camera, and this is what you get. I get it, Motor City. I'm not sure what's going on, but
Yeah, I don't know where it is on the mobile. I'm not going to mess with it, but I'm going to find it.
Yeah.
But again, that puts the load on the processor too. So.
If it's inside StreamYards and it's something that's in their program, I don't think it actually affects your processor. Would it? Because it's not something it's pulling from your phone. It's something that's on the website in your account.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
I'm no expert at that. I just know how to help people use their StreamYard to the fullest. Like there's certain stuff when you first start using StreamYards for yourself that you should just get rid of. You should just delete. If there's something I could delete and I didn't like it, I got rid of it. Why have it sitting in my StreamYards if I don't like it? Like you can have automatic videos to play, and you can upload but you already knew this, a music clip that's I can't remember how long, and you can have it sit there playing on rebroadcast. That's under branding. Use that stuff, you would hit brand and scroll down and look, it's at the bottom there.
Oh, okay.
4 of last 5 nights. Yeah, Motor, it's all good, brother. Hey, I know you're out there. I know you're in the chat, brother. You have to tell me. One of them is pulling down on the phone too much, or it's the other way around with the notebook.
Cool picture, like your background.
Yeah, this was at the rally.
Yeah, that's kick-ass. I like the color.
And it sits there and it'll be there. It takes no processing from your unit once you put it up. It's just there. And if you're on a laptop, you can get something that covers the camera, and you don't have to worry about whether you're off to the side or whatever. The camera's just covered.
We'll cover that.
I do too. I literally have a cover over my camera.
Even if my computer's off, my cover's still on.
Yep. Oh, mine too. I never take that cover off unless I want to be on the camera. I don't trust nobody. Jay Blues taught me that. I was trying to make him laugh. It's so hard to get him and my buddy, the Plant Man, to laugh. They're just so mellow. Yeah, bro, that was really stupid. It worked. It worked. I got.
I think YouTube is having problems. Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. But I don't think it's YouTube.
We're on StreamYards. I think StreamYards is having a problem.
Yeah, they are. They'll send out.
Oh, they could be doing an update to the program. It'll mess with you.
They said that they were sending little things around on your control panels that they were experiencing and looking into it and working on it uh, as fast as they could when I think some of the issues with the sun is affected them along with a lot of other networks.
Well, they probably brought out an update and something in the update was wrong, and now they're having to go through and reread all the code and find out where they got a 0 instead of a 1.
Yeah, that's more psychological than what I said. You know, fuck the
I don't know. I'm
no,
not.
you're right. I think it is. They put in a program and like totally somebody dropped the ball, so they're like, "All right, we're gonna fix this now."
Yeah, I only know that because I got a buddy that's what he does, and it's funny because when he shows up to visit, I'm like, leave my fucking computer alone. I watched him. I told him he couldn't get into my computer. He laughed at me, walked out to his truck, walked in the door, and goes, hit the clock. Walked over to my computer, stuck the damn USB drive in, started my computer. It took him 2 minutes to be past the password.
Back in my Colorado days, I had a friend out in the Flatirons outside of Denver. He worked for Sun Microsystems, and he was also or was, I don't think the band existed anymore. He was a synthesizer player in the band Flipper. They were kind of popular way back. And he worked for Sun Microsystems, and they always invite me up there to hang out. And yeah, you'd hear it all the time. Like they update something, and back then Java was the big thing. And
oh yeah,
they'd be working around the clock on that shit. They'd put something out, it messed up the update. It just went out, and you know, and they got to go looking for a needle in the haystack.
And then the guy that finds the needle always feels like he won the Super Bowl. My buddy my one buddy, I wouldn't call him a hacker, but he's a fucking hacker. That's not his job, but he's like, oh, dude, when there's 10 of you working and the guy that finally finds the 1 that was out of place that should have been a 0, you feel like you just won the Super Bowl. Feel like you just beat everything because it's a lot of go through and understand what you're reading. Yeah, but I don't let him anywhere near my computer. And as for the internet providers, yeah, I would say on their side, the x-rays and the bullshit we're getting hit by, it's got to have an effect on them. Did you get to see that map that Gunny posted of how we've wrapped the world in an electrical line?
Oh, did I see that one? I might have.
I was actually surprised. I knew we had deep sea cables, but I was surprised at how many there were. And we have basically wrapped this planet in an electrical line. Yep, same thing my buddy does, basically, Pat.
Yeah, that's what this guy did out there in the Flatirons. They built a whole community around Sun Microsystems. So everyone that worked for the company was literally living in the Flatirons in their own community.
Yep. Intel in Portland. There's a housing community around Intel in Portland. Most of the people basically live within 5 blocks of where they work.
Wow.
They have a whole, like, 2-block area where they can literally, when they have major contractors in, they have a whole, like, it's a housing area. They have a whole area that's set up for them to bring their job trailers in and their fifth wheels and stuff, and poof, pop up town. I mean, some of the equipment that was being installed 6 years ago is finally kicking out its full potential. Well, not even its full potential from what they say, but it's finally kicking out what it was put in for. And they have expansion room. Most of these Intel Fab Labs are not completed. There's room for expansion.
Yeah, and of course now, I've see the problem is I got away from all the computer stuff. I have a lot of computer gear, all the older stuff, but I mean I have a lot of gear, and I got away from it, and then everything changed, and then it was just like, okay, well, I'm out of the loop on PC stuff, and except my friends have air books, and I'm like, those
ain't PCs.
I hear you. From what I've learned in the art of streaming, unless you're going to have like some Mac Supreme going, and that's going to cost you a shitload of money, then let's start at the very bottom and get something really cool for the money. And the HP, yeah.
I like HP.
All that stuff is shit to me, but I mean, this way I can use the phone as just the cam. I don't need the service.
Yeah, or when you get one. No, you wouldn't be under a contract with it, and you don't have to necessarily use the phone. You can do like my buddy does. Went and bought a Logitech USB cable camera, and he's like me. I have 3 20-foot cables, so I can extend USB stuff out around the room for that computer. You can do the same thing and move it. Yep, and with the extension cables, you can literally put a wired camera anywhere you want it, and that will always beat a wireless camera. Some people argue with me, but I'm like, yeah, look at the picture of this 4K. Look at your 1080p. Thank you.
I think I'm running like an Amcrest. I think it's a camera, mic, and one. Then I have a secondary mic. Yeah, I don't know the name of it. It's just a second. It's by CM Tech.
I know who they are. I know.
It's all right. It's got an external mute button on it. Gain control, so you can turn it up or down depending on how close you are. And it lights up blue.
I just literally went and got a wireless Logitech like music headset with the mic, but it's got the 50mm drivers. It's bomb listening to music over it with the graphic equalizer installed. It's like, oh my God, reminds me of the back in the day with the albums and the headsets. And this thing works great. But that's my external speakers and my external mic.
Yeah, I understand that, Pat. Just because you live in the country, that don't mean nothing anymore. Used to.
Yeah, we would really like to not be paying anything for you helping us with the channel. We'll let the channel build up as the channel builds up. So please don't be bombing Jay Blues' Twitch with that kind of stuff. Not trying to be mean, but just letting you know.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah, thank you, but no thank you.
And that's coming out of Twitch.
Yes, that came off of Twitch. I'm over here. Just let it be, you know.
Yeah, no, yeah, okay. So it's not a bot.
No, it's a person offering to try to help with the channel.
Why would you come? Yeah, down. Yeah, come in. I hear you. Yeah, you don't want to hear what I want to say.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, Pat,
I took a minute so we could all flick them shit, and then I deleted the message. They get the message when you delete the message. We don't want to pay for anything. Jay Blues don't, Broke Fishing don't, and the chef don't. So hey, there you go. Go find some other younger creators that actually want to spend money on you doing what they can do.
Yeah, I have an 8-channel surveillance for the outside, plus my ring setup, which is 4 other cameras, but 2 of those are inside, 2 outside.
I really dislike the ring because you got to pay a subscription to them, don't you?
It's I pay like $50 a year or something like that.
Yeah, and I know Ring gave up a bunch of footage without warrants being of a guy's house without warrant being done, just because the cops he think, and they gave up his inside cameras too, everything that was recorded in the cloud.
Yeah, see, I don't have the option where they will do the 24-hour monitoring, and that's where you give them access to all that. So I just have the basic, where only thing I'm part of is like my little neighborhood community. So people within a 3-mile range or radius, if anything happens, they'll post something on there and it'll tell me, like, not the exact location, but approximate. And they'll just let me know, hey, porch pirate just took a package, be alert, or lost dog, locks, anybody missing a cat or anybody missing a dog type stuff. It's a pretty cool community. You know.
Yeah, I just don't like
I mean, $50 a year, that's not bad.
I just don't like that an outside company's storing video footage of the, you know, I don't have it. I have the 4-legged kind of security system.
Oh yeah, I got those too.
You know, like my daughter's dog, which is my dog. I ain't ever given it back to her at this point. She's lived with me for too long. But I have the door open because it's a nice night. It wasn't too cold. It wasn't too hot. She takes herself outside, even though she knows she's supposed to have a leash on to be out there. And she takes herself outside and sits in the dark because she's a black lab and waits for stuff.
Yep.
She was doing it tonight. She scared the shit out of the neighbor's cat tonight. Come in all proud to tell me. I'm like, what are you doing outside? I heard her. I seen where the cat was when I went outside onto the porch to see why she's barking and why she's outside. The cat's on top of the car like, what the fuck is she doing outside at night? And I know that cat probably walked right up on her before she said anything. She just likes to do that. And she does it regularly to the neighbor's cat.
Yeah, I'm hoping I hear back from Turtle soon.
I was thinking about something. What is like, we don't worry about Rumble or anything, and I'm not worried about YouTube. Like, Dr. Nick has a whole set lined out that he wants to do down here, and the whole thing is just all a whole set of stuff that no one's heard yet, and it's all copy, and it's all like early 70s. So the Who, Grand Funk, all different groups from this, and Santana stuff. So
Rumble.
where does that sit in
Rumble.
Twitch? There's Rumble all the way. Twitch, I don't know about.
Twitch, I have played full. Here, I'll give you an example. On YouTube, you cannot play Kiss. There's certain Kiss songs you cannot play. On Rumble and Twitch, I played the whole concert of that forbidden song in it, and not a thing has happened. Still waiting. Kick, haven't had a thing said to me out of Kick either about any of the music or anything I played. But I also have a disclaimer. You have a disclaimer. You know, those are things that help. They know you realize that there is a law governing fair use.
Back when I was doing a bunch of lives, I actually had a artist on the channel one night, and we were listening to. He had a new song coming up, and we went and he like debuted it, so to speak, on my channel. And he's up on the panel with me, and I got hit with where they just cut you off and give you
the timeout.
Yeah, and he was like, "What the hell? I'm right here. I never touched anything. Why are they doing that to you?" I don't know.
And it's not him. If he has a company that pushes his music, it's that company.
No, he is full independent.
Oh, well, he could literally go to YouTube and go, "Why are you timing them out for my music?"
Yeah, he did.
I was on the panel. Go look. I was on the panel. I know a couple big time artists that were on panels with their friend from high school, and they did their song on their friend's panel.
Yeah.
And YouTube like literally tried to they took the stream all the way down, not just timed it out. They took it all the way down. He was on the phone with his people, and my friend's stream was totally, because I know the guy too, it was totally put back up. And he told me in a private message that he actually got an apology from YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube took my old channel away because I had videos on there of us doing wheelies and stunts and stuff, and they don't like that.
Rumble, Kick, Twitch. That's all I tell people. When YouTube starts messing with you, that's just trying to tell you you're supposed to be on Rumble.
And I wasn't even monetized. I could have been, but I never was. I never tried to be.
They've had a discussion with me when I went over 1,000 about I don't know if it was actually from YouTube, but I just got an email saying I'll never be monetized unless I totally change what I do on my channel, and I'm not going to change that.
No, you made your channel what it is because of who you are.
Yep, and I have people from all over the world that follow me, and they're like, they know on the nights I'm pushing it. I'll tell them I'm pushing it. If I get timed out, go to my Rumble, because I'm going to drop the tube. Dare you to time me out, because the show's still on. I'm not going to stop the song from playing. I'm just going to drop you.
Yep.
Because I know it's still playing on my other 2 channels, and I'll add in my 3rd, because I can only stream to 3 at a time, and I always stream to 3 at a time.
Yeah, I know several other channels. They'll start out doing multi-channel, multi-platforms, and then they'll cut YouTube off at a certain point.
Yeah, I haven't been cutting it lately because I've been having fun and YouTube's not really messing with me. So I haven't been dropping them, but I need to start doing that again and give my kick more, because I go on Rumble and Twitch because both of their comments appear in the chat.
Do you have Odyssey?
I have one, but I haven't paid attention to over there in a while. I got turned on to Kick by a friend, and then I was over on a channel over there and having a discussion with a very smart creator, and she went and looked at I had made a little channel on Kick, and she went and looked at all my channels and said, "Hey man, you need to do this. You haven't done that. It doesn't look very good, and you need to do this because it should look better." And she was right. Very, very smart girl. Very, very oriented to where she is very successful with her streaming.
Yeah, Pat, Rumble can be a pain in the ass sometimes. That's
once you get used to Rumble, there's no problem. I've never run into your Gmail isn't correct. That means your sign-in wasn't matching your original. I don't know. Never heard that one yet.
I've never gone live on Rumble yet.
Oh, dude, it's easy. How many followers you got?
To be honest, I don't even know anymore. I haven't been over there in a minute.
Well, when you check your Rumble, make sure you drop it in the Discord under just general. Because there's that live thing for everybody who's going live so they can drop their lives in there. But just put it in. I just put it in the general. That way people can start going over there. And if you don't have enough to go live, I'll put out the call, hey, everybody go sub. And we'll get you enough subs to go live and start building your channel up. And they're not fake subs. They're actually people in my Discord and on my channel. And people like J Blues and Z. There's a couple of us that have really seen the potential of the other channels. Like with me, I have Twitch. Citizen Z doesn't have Twitch, but Citizen Z has all the rights to stream to my Twitch.
Oh, okay.
It's either, if my Twitch is live, it's either me or it's Citizen Z. Both of us share my Twitch. He's like, dude, I hope you don't mind. I'm like, what do you mean? You're going live on my channel. You're getting people into the channel, and all it's going to do is make our Twitch better.
Yep.
I came in the top 10% of Twitch last year in my category.
Heck yeah.
Twitch actually made a big deal with me about it. I got 3 emails of the same thing wanting me to know where I was in the category. I was like, holy shit. And
I'll be right back. I'm going to check my mom's TV real quick.
Yeah, I get it, Pat. Yeah, the tube is complicated enough.
Yeah, but Pat's not a creator, is she? She's just she's a mod and a viewer. There's a difference. Both of them are vital.
Pat Pfeiffer is very well respected mod on the channel.
Yeah, I know. I like Pat. Pat's always been fair and even, and she actually comes up and tries to stop arguments at times, which is what good mods do. It's what good mods do. I've had all the mods that are good mods come up on channels and go, all right, enough, stop. Back to what you're doing, not this stupid argument. Remember. Oh, yeah, okay, got it.
Absolutely.
Well, if you ever need help, Pat, I can help you out. I help plenty of people out. Oh, what a day. It's 11. Oh, I didn't realize we'd been on that long.
It was for an off night. It was kind of cool.
I just caught my brat outside again.
Appreciate everyone coming in the chat, hanging out. Yeah, you could, Pat. Push that live button and just set up the cam, point it at the sky, and hope a lot of shit happens.
Oh, man. I just got some news. Returning Sunspot AR-3664 is picking up where it left off 2 weeks ago. Today it unleashed a long-duration X-1.4 class solar flare, which caused a deep shortwave radio blackout over the Americas. From now on, every explosion will be geo-effective as the sunspot turns to squarely face our planet in the days ahead. You can pick up the full story over at spaceweather.com.
Yeah, see, it's knocking out, right? This is what, from 160 meters HF, high frequency, all the way down to 10 meters is literally wiped out. It's just, there is no, and mostly at night. At night, 10 meters is useless at night. 40 meters is vital. 80 meters is really vital in the ham radio spectrum. So
that means it's affecting cell phone signals too.
There you go. That's it. You got that right. Anything above 1.2 gigahertz will get affected.
Let's hope we don't get a wire cooker, because this is starting to sound like, and I have friends that personally talk to us, and I'm not going to tell you who they are, but they were worried about just this. Are we lining ourselves, or we're not lining ourselves, but are we being lined up for another Carrington level event? Dark Raven, how you doing?
Welcome, welcome, Dark Raven. Good to see you.
Hello, I'm back.
Yeah, you know, well, what was the Carrington was like 18.
Yep, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that crazy event.
Oh yeah.
This was the last photo that I took in Florida before I moved in 07.
Where'd you live in Florida? I did 4 months in Sarasota and had to leave.
A little place called Santa Rosa Beach outside of Dunston.
Okay.
Yeah, I lived halfway between Panama City and Fort Walton.
All right. I lived in Sarasota. I had to get the hell out of Florida. Went in and put a fence for a guy and helped put a fence in for a fencing company, and a week later we had to go back to straighten the fence. I was done. It's nothing but a sandbar. I have never seen a 6-foot deep hole dug where you never ran out of sand.
Or hit water.
We didn't hit water, but it was sand the whole way. If we'd have dug any deeper, we'd have probably hit water just below where we were.
Oh yeah, you would have.
It might have been water. We might have hit water and it just not soaked into the hole yet.
Yeah, I lived on Okaloosa Island, and we got a lot of tropical storms. We didn't really get direct hits by any hurricanes. We got like the tail ends of them. We might get sideswiped by one or something. But for the most part, it was more tropical depressions and thunderstorms.
Yeah, I don't know. I arrived in Georgia that year, 2008. Like, they were so pissed because I went over to the Forest Service to get me see if I could pick up a job, and I walked in and talked to the fire boss, and I laid down my file, and she looked at me and goes, "Where were you 2 weeks ago?" What do you mean? We're done, but I could have fought to get you hired for the year just by me hiring you. I could have got you put on a yearly. Why are you not working? Because my wife, this is out of desperation. My wife doesn't want me to really do this, but I need money, and this is what I do. She ended up getting me a day's worth of work for a private guy out there, but I had it done in a day. Burning up a whole bunch of stuff for him, but it wasn't, "Oh, you're overqualified." She's like, "Holy shit, why ain't you working? You're from out west? Oh wow, you got all these? Why ain't you working?" So that was the first time in my life it was literally the timing instead of "you're overqualified."
Yeah, I went down there on vacation and stayed for almost 3 years.
I got hit in that 2008 fucking depression shit. Yeah. I went down there to work for a buddy of mine who owned a dive shop. By the time it took me to drive from Oregon to Florida, his businesses had been killed because everybody literally canceled 6 months worth of trips on him. Killed his business. Last I heard, he was moving out of Florida because it was right behind me. He was right behind me. He ended up having to sell his number 2 air compressor and move out. Just leave Florida.
Yeah, I had to move back to Missouri to help my mom and grandma after they got in a car accident. I didn't want either one of them to have to go to any type of nursing home or anything like that. Didn't even hesitate. Basically sold everything all that morning and rented a car and came back.
Yeah, I moved off the coast to Oregon over to the Cascade Mountains of Oregon. My wife wanted to be around her mother, and my mother-in-law was really, really cool to me. I mean, really cool to me. I wasn't treated like an outcast, and both of them are gone, and I'm still in the Cascades. I'm like, yep, don't have to worry about waves, Fires don't scare me, so I'm perfect where I'm at.
How far are you from like Corvallis and?
That's way up there. You know where Crater Lake is?
Yeah.
I live right around Crater Lake.
Oh, okay. I got a cousin lives down in Medford.
Yep, that's south of me.
That's beautiful down there.
Yeah.
Or it
I,
was.
I used to live on the coast of Oregon in a little town called Port Orford, one of the oldest towns on the Oregon coast. It used to
Wow.
be it was the fort. It was where they shipped out all the gold from Southern Oregon. It's older than it's it's like just a little bit younger than Astoria. It's Fort Astoria.
Pat, Wyoming is beautiful, but it is just too darn windy for me. Wyoming and Montana.
I like Montana for the speed limit, but all around, I think I really like the mountains of Oregon. I traveled the whole West, but I was always on fires, so.
Yeah, around Shasta and anywhere north of Shasta.
Yeah, you got to be anywhere north of Mount Ashland. You don't want to be in California. It's beautiful down there, but you don't want to be in California.
No, you don't know. I agree.
I really do. And we're that part of Oregon that wants the state of Jefferson.
Good night, Dark Raven. Have a good night.
Oh, I didn't see. Good night, Dark Raven.
Yeah, good night. Hope you get some good rest.
Appreciate you stopping in.
Yeah, I've only been to Oregon probably half a dozen times in the last 15 years.
Yeah.
I need to come out there and visit my brother. I really do.
It's beautiful out here, especially if you get away from Corvallis is like by Eugene, but you get away from the metro areas, and Oregon's pretty laid back.
Yeah, my brother lives around Albany.
Yeah, I know where that's up north, in between Corvallis and Salem, right around the Salem area.
I got a couple cousins and second cousins. They live down in Medford.
Another beautiful area. Yeah, I got friends all over the state here. I got ones I haven't seen in years that I thought I was hiding from everybody. Let one person find out where you're at by mistake. Well, it wasn't a mistake. I just walked past them when they were standing by as the initial attack crew for a fire in my area, and I got called out. I knew he was working still, and then he told one of the guys that I worked with forever, and they showed up over the weekend without telling me. Just drove in, did what I would do. Just drove in the driveway. When I asked him if he had my phone number, he looked at his phone and quoted it to me. I'm like, then why didn't you call me? He goes, because you had been avoiding me. If I just drive in your driveway unannounced, I know you're going to come out pissed off, ready to kick some ass. And his wife goes, and that's exactly what you did. You know what I mean? We picked up like I'd seen him yesterday. I guess that was a discussion between them. He's like, oh, it's going to be like Old Home Week. See, there's another nice one. Nice purple in the sky.
Yeah, that was the last day that I was in Destin.
Nothing wrong with Oklahoma, Pat.
No, there's not.
I just way back. All I remember, I've traveled through Oklahoma many, many times, but don't travel through Oklahoma in the 80s in a Dodge van with
curtains everywhere.
Well, no, a little more like cool looking. I mean, it had the window outside back shutters. It had the nice, nice van. It had the right wheels, everything, and keep on rolling through Oklahoma.
I lived in the part of Oregon, the famous part of Oregon, where you were told not to hitchhike on this one section of Southern Oregon, Northern California, because if you didn't look right, you got taken to the local hooscow and got the 2.5-inch fire hose bath. I know like 5 people from back in the day. They're like, oh no, I don't even go in that county. Well, that was in the 70s. They told me about it. I'm like, that was in the 70s, early 80s. He goes, yep, don't matter. I learned my lesson. I'll take you to the county line, but I ain't crossing that county line. I don't go to that county. He drove us all the way around. He got me to where I was going, but he literally come up the coast, went to the I-5, up the I-5, back into the coast where his mom lived 56 miles north. My friend actually drove up and got me. And when he heard why the guy didn't, when I was telling him what the guy did, he was just laughing his ass off. He goes, yeah, the sheriff here was a real dick.
Oklahoma, if you're coming up through Texas, heading up to Kansas, to go that route, to get back up to Colorado, it is one thing, but and it gets windy there. It gets windy out on that. You start getting up above the I-40.
Oh God.
Coming out of that panhandle.
I've seen some winds there. If I lived in Oklahoma, you'd pull up at my property and go, where's the house? There might be a little tiny garage there so I can walk up out of the stairs from my house. You wouldn't see my house. I wouldn't be worrying about the devil winds killing my house.
Yeah. Now it's it gets windy as shit out there.
Oh, and I've seen it in Nebraska. I've seen it in Nebraska blowing trucks over.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Yeah, but man, it's beautiful.
I spent a night in the truck stop in a big rig hauling lumber to the east, out to the Carolinas, and 2 box trucks parked in tight next to us, and you could feel them trucks leaning up against our trucks all night, and there was probably about 2 foot before that truck could do anything to lean against our load, but we were 79,000 pounds.
There was a bad snowstorm in the 80s. Some of it was, I'm going to say probably it was back around 1980, and the town was Plattsburgh. You want to talk about cold? They were unloading lumber, beautiful lumber off the truck, just to get it back in the weight range. Otherwise, it wasn't going anywhere.
Oh, I've had them load me up in Oregon where you just want to go, yeah. How am I supposed to drive this load across the country when I'm only allowed to load 79,000 pounds? You know, I'm not allowed over 80,000 pounds, and you got 20,000 over on you're 20,000 over on my steers. How am I supposed to legally drive this load? They got it off my steers, but I still had to apply for a permit, and they took stuff off the truck.
That's big lumber country coming, bringing that lumber down through that territory. Iowa, all those places up in there taking all that lumber. I don't think it's like that anymore. But
no, I mean,
it wasn't uncommon to see. You'd be driving through. If you looked in those truck weight scale areas, it was not uncommon to see 18-wheelers dropping loads. They didn't care. Hey, I can't go down the highway because the lumber built up with ice and put the truck 40,000 over.
That's when they started pushing the tarping in the wintertime. See people out there smacking their tarps.
Yep. That's one thing I would never do is drive flatbed.
Oh, I love flatbedding. The low boy was even more fun. The money my buddy makes per mile for his low boy is like wow. But the price of just the trailer, you could buy a truck and you could buy a truck and a half, maybe 2 trucks.
Low boys are cool. My buddy's got a low boy down here.
Now, if I didn't have to tarp my loads, I would drive a flatbed. But
wow,
if I got to tarp it for some reason, I don't want to. No. I hate dealing with tarps.
Yeah, I hate the tarps too, but I think the best money I ever seen in the trucking was my buddy with his like triple axle helper flat. He's got one of the biggest low boys that I've ever seen. I mean, it's
anytime you're doing heavy machinery or anything like that, that's where the money's at.
He's got a helper up, a triple axle helper that hooks to the truck, and then the low boy hooks to it, and 3 axles on the trailer and a triple axle helper. He hauls loads and he gets the money. He's like, I don't care if I got to stop every night. You know how much money I make?
Yeah, they're just having to make sure all the permits are in place, make sure that there's a lot involved in that people don't understand.
Oh yeah, you can only drive certain hours. You have to have permits on certain routes.
Yep.
You have to, if you got to take it into some metro areas, you have to have a permit from that local metro area. It's crazy, but his wife does all that. He's like, I don't care. Before I get to a state, I have an electronic copy of it, and I stop at a truck stop back in the day of faxes, and I have the paper copy of my permit in my truck.
That's good. Yeah, that's happening everywhere, Pat, unfortunately.
Yeah, and they can link it, a lot of them, to... It sucks. I worked on a dairy off and on my whole life. One of my grandmother's students, one of my dad's fellow classmates. I worked for that guy off and on my whole life. If I needed a day's worth of work, I always had it. Come to find out, I was considered one of his top hands, and he had to shut down his business.
Yeah, I worked for an exotic animal farm in Kansas for 10 years. He's barely surviving, but he's still doing it. You don't have quite as many animals as he used to. But...
Yeah, and that sucks. A certain amount of animals could actually be on the property. It's just can't have all the animals because you had to sell off a bunch and you haven't been able to get them back.
Yep.
Uh-oh, here we go. Jay Blues is doing the drop-off thing now.
Since you got the sky taking space. I'll go back to the beach here. There we go. There he is. He's back.
Well, it looks like you're starting to get hit now.
Zap me right out. But yeah, we just ride out on this. We've been going. Let me see. That's probably just me in the basement there where this thing.
3 hours, 27 minutes.
Yeah, you know, on an off night, and there's still 11 beautiful people in the chat. So we'll hang out just a little bit. I'm gonna.
Yeah, I'm waiting to hear back from Turtle.
Normally, we're not. Yeah, I mean, it's like our normal show is Sunday.
So what's going on with Turtle? We haven't seen him. You said he is having device problems.
Yeah, I think he broke his little tablet when he was in the garage working a couple days ago. Well, actually, it's been almost a week and a half now.
Yeah, I hadn't seen him in a while. I was wondering what was going on.
He sent me an email right before I left for the rally, and he said he'd hoped to be able to get back on as soon as I got back. If not, he'd let me know. And I asked him if he was want either a laptop or a tablet, so I'll try to send him one. I don't know what he'd rather, prefer.
Yeah.
He's not a tech person. He don't have TVs and shit in his house like most people.
Yeah, to me, I personally think everything works. It was all made for a computer or laptop, as we say. But all these tablets and stuff, they don't work the same.
No, they don't, because you can't share. Like, if you're on a desktop or a laptop, you can share a screen. Like, I can share my screen from my end. He could accept it and bring it up. On a tablet, he can't do that. He can accept somebody sharing a screen, but he can't share content from his end.
Yeah, and that really sucks. That's where you suck it up, bro, and learn the tablet, no matter how long it takes.
So if I can give him a decent laptop that'll do what he wants to do with it, then
have a good night, Black Watch.
Have a good night. Yeah, he had a tablet last time, but I think if he was able to upgrade to maybe a laptop, he might be interested in it.
Yeah, and you could always do the other thing. Oh, I thought you said laptop. Oh well, deal with what you got.
Yeah, right.
I did that to a friend of mine. I was helping him, and I can't remember what he was doing, and I went to another friend, and he pulled a laptop off the shelf, says, "Give me 5 minutes." Blanked the thing, uploaded the latest Windows, said, "Here, go give him this. Here's the power cable. Have fun." Was totally not what he wanted, but I just told him, just deal with it. I thought you said this.
Yeah, see, what I was gonna do is just find him one, throw it in like a little side cart or whatever they call that, and then I'll take care of it on my end, and then all he'd have to do is take that number, throw it in there through his Amazon account. He can have it shipped right to him.
Oh, the old gift card.
Yeah.
I have a friend that does that. He's like, "Dude, I want you to get. I got something for you." "Yeah, what is it?" "Well, here it is." "Okay, when's it gonna arrive?" "As soon as you put these numbers into your gift card thing." "Oh, okay. You don't want to buy it where you're at, and it'll charge you tax even if you ship it to me. But if I put it in here in Oregon where we have no sales tax, I get it."
Yeah, I was looking at Amazon, and they got some really good ones. Nice little laptops for like $300-400.
Yeah,
And,
they do have some nice ones.
and no more than what he's wanting it for, then I think it'd do him all right.
Yeah, look through and make sure they ain't remanufactured.
Yeah.
Because I noticed there was a lot of remans like when I was going to get mine. That's why I went straight to you at Packard and said, fuck it. And talked to them and worked out better.
I don't know what the insides of my Dell is, my desktop I have now, but I know I'm running Windows 10. And on the back side, it's got 2 USB or HDMI ports, so I can hook up like 3 monitors.
Yeah, you can if it's got 2, you can actually buy these hubs like I was telling them, but you can straight out have 2 monitors.
Well, I can have 3 because I can use the VGA or the VGA cord too.
Oh yeah.
So and that's what I'm using on I got a 32-inch monitor. It's actually a smart TV, but I'm using it as my monitor for now. And then, but I can't get the my USB cable, or my HDMI cable to go in. So I don't know if they're too short. I need a longer post on them, or if it's a separate, HDMI computer is different from HDMI DVD.
No, I use the same HDMI cable on my brand new one. I'm running Windows 11. That's weird that the HDMI cable won't go in. You sure it's an HDMI spot?
Oh yeah.
Because HDMI is HDMI. Yeah, Jay, sorry.
No, it's cool. No, I was just going to say, it's like with my thing, I like super portability with a lot of power. So I'm just going to find a cheaper Packard and load it out. And that way, at least I know that the StreamYard, the command center is running off a laptop that I don't want anything big. Portability is the key thing, and
no laptop.
And so having that, and then having being able to eliminate the cell and just use the awesome cameras on this thing in my cage with all my lenses. This becomes the cam, PC becomes central, and that's it.
And you can actually add in a second monitor just by putting one of the old, the flat screen TV I use is 12 years old.
With a cable.
Yep. Plugs right in.
I've saved every cable ever created. I've got it.
Well, that does not surprise me. Most of the musicians I know got cables that most people haven't heard of.
Yeah, it amazes me. I don't have the heart to throw them out, and I'm not going to take the time to put them on eBay. So.
Yeah, you never know when you're going to need them, right?
Exactly. Murphy's Law. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to let this just kind of ride this out. There's 10 in the chat sitting in here it was Wednesday night. It's now Thursday morning.
Well, what I do is I literally have a external USB bar where you plug USBs into, but that USB bar is powered separately from the laptop, so it's not taking any power from the laptop. And I can plug in all the nice light up toys and all that. I can plug in cameras; they get powered from it. It powers everything that way, but it doesn't. That way, I'm not taking the power from the battery of the laptop to run a camera. I'm taking it from the USB bar where it plugs into to run a camera.
I have one of those USB
extension bars.
Yeah, I call it a power bar. It's on its own power.
Yep.
It's like fitting in like my box of useless, which are going to become
now
useful.
it's not useless
Exactly.
anymore.
So, Mirror, Steve, what's happening?
Hey,
Good to
Mirror,
see
Mirror.
How's it going?
Yeah, we're all over here. We're occasionally checking the kick, but nobody's been in it for a while. I hope they hurry up and get that fixed where we'll all start getting the comments from Kick without having to do what we used to have to do to Rumble.
Yeah, I think it's going to expand. Go ahead, Chef. Sorry.
I was going to ask him if he'd drop his Kick link in Discord later.
I think my Kick link is there, but I think I did drop J Blues, but did I drop this? I try to drop the guy who's actually streaming, but I'll make sure you have my Kick. It's real easy. It's just Kick Broke Fishing. And I think Jay's is Kick's J Blues _ Southside.
That's right. The same as Rumble. Kick and Rumble are the same.
Oh, and Twitch.
Twitch is J Blues B3 Southside, just like.
Oh, okay. Oh, so okay, I got it.
Yeah. I don't know why it came out that way. It just did.
I don't have Kick. I'll have to go down and I'll just start me an account. I was thinking of
Twitch.
Yeah, I think that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, my Twitch is basically I'm broke fishing across everything.
I haven't been to Twitch in so long.
Well, when they started out, it was a place where all the gamers were.
Yeah.
You know, and people didn't even realize that they had all these other different categories. You know, so shit happens.
Yeah, I've had a Rumble and an Odyssey account for a while. I just haven't really done anything with them because I knew that they were working out some bugs. And
I don't know. Odyssey was presented to me as a place that's more like a storage place.
Yeah, because anything you do on YouTube, you can back it up to your Odyssey account.
Yeah, it was like a storage place, and I should probably go check my Odyssey, but they also have a Discord site for Odyssey. But some of these Discord servers block me because they want you to verify with the phone, but yet they won't accept my Google Voice. And I'm like, sorry, you can't text the code to my house phone. It just doesn't work.
Right.
You got my email, you made me verify by email, but now you want my cell phone too to even let me do anything in your server? Sorry. You got your server a little too locked down. Rumbles, theirs is it's either Rumble or Twitch. Theirs is locked down that way, and it's like, guys, how can I come here to tell you there's a problem when I can't even say nothing because you want me to have a cell phone? Not everybody's got a cell phone, you dumbasses.
That's true.
I live in an area. I live in the shadow of a tower. You come to my house, I'm gonna say, hey, you might as well put your phone down. You ain't got no signal. Yeah, I ain't got no signal. Well, no shit, dude. Why would I pay for a phone if I'm 90% on my property and I can't get a cell phone signal on my property? I'm in the shadow from where the tower's at. I'm in like 3 shadows. It's this neat little place in Oregon.
I remember back when I was living down in Florida, I had a cheap little Altel. Had the antenna that you pull out whenever you wanted to talk and use it. And I'm sitting there and I'm watching these people on the boat. We took a little charter boat out, and these people are walking around looking for a signal. Can't find nothing. I'm sitting there just fishing away. All of a sudden, my phone rings. I pick it up, answer it, start talking. They're like, "Who are you with?" I'm like, "Some cheap company back in Missouri."
What I remember in the days when cell phones were a bag phone in your car in the early 90s.
Oh yeah, I had the bag phone.
We had an antenna. I got one of them Wilson antennas, screwed it off the antenna that came with the bag phone. Put that cable to it, and that magnet mount Wilson on top of the van. We'd be talking. Everybody's like, "How are you talking on the cell phone?" I just point at the antenna on top of the van. You got this little tiny thing with barely antenna. You can't get out. I'm sitting here talking. Mine's 8 feet off the ground, and then it's 3 feet long. What are you talking about? You ain't got no signal. I do. Miss the bag phones. I wish they'd have never made them obsolete. They should have upgraded them with mini computer screens and that kind of shit. You know what?
The only thing I didn't like is you couldn't really hide making a phone call because that loud ass beep every button you hit.
Oh, I know. God.
But you can take that phone anywhere if you had the bag style.
Oh yeah, but there wasn't. Well, we still found places where it didn't work, even with the external antenna. But still, you just drive up to the road stop and you had signal. Very rarely did I not have signal. But some of those canyons you get down into, I've watched them pull the trailer up that looks like a generator with the light stand, but the lights are aimed at the sky, and they got this little thing down below where they turn those dishes, is what they are, and they get it locked in on the communication satellite. And then there's a rebroadcast antennas like 4 feet below those. I've watched them have to bring that in out here in the West just for us to have cell phones in the camp. 30 miles from the edge of nowhere.
They brought those down in Florida during was it Hurricane Michael?
Oh, after Michael, they brought them through?
Yeah, because they wiped out all of our cell towers. And so the first responders couldn't even hardly get through. So they had to bring in 2, one for the RF, I guess, frequencies, and then one for cell phones.
Yep. I got a buddy that's what he does for a living. He owns a company that owns like 6 of those units. He's like, dude, I got a tech for each one of my units. I don't have to do anything anymore. It comes with a pickup and a trailer. And there's usually 2 of them.
Yeah, luckily they had a Radio Shack close by back then, so they all went and bought all the cheap 2-way walkie-talkies, and was able to communicate through them that way until the second day. And then they got those communication trailers down there.
My buddy said the hardest part of his business was the buy-in. The initial cost for each trailer.
Oh, I bet.
Because it does have a generator, and it does with the big fuel tank, and there's a lot of electronics on the front side.
And does this have the rear steering axles too?
Oh, they look like full-size military generators.
But no, I mean his. You talking about your buddy's lowboy?
No, my buddy. I have a buddy with the lowboy. That thing's just tits. It's a $200,000 trailer.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Does it have like the rear oscillating axles? Where it can kind of steer to a certain degree.
I think so. Hydraulic steering back there, but I've never got into it with him.
Yeah, those are stupid.
But he's got top of the line. $200,000 they put out for that trailer.
Hey, Ronald.
But on the communications trailers, they look like a large-sized generator that you need a 1-ton truck to pull around.
Right.
They look like a welding power generator you see be brought into construction sites.
With the portable lights and stuff, and then it cranks up a telescopic pole.
Yep. Instead of it being lights, they're actually there's one light on it, and the rest are dishes that you can change. You point at the sky, and you can change the direction of them from down below. But he put money into his. They look basic, but they're not. Hey, Ronald.
Is that you playing that music there, Southside? Or is that just some random?
What was that, brother?
Is that you actually playing that music in the background?
Yeah, everything on the show is a combination of me and Dr. Nick.
I'm digging it.
And yeah, that's the other thing I wanted to say. Yeah, tonight is not a normal time that we do a show, but we're going to do a live one way or another over the weekend, and then of course we have the green room on Sunday nights a little later, but we're going to definitely do a live this weekend. And but I'm going to wind this one down for tonight, and pretty much
appreciate you letting me come up.
Yeah, I'm not going to solo screen or anything, so it's just real laid back. But yeah, it's always a pleasure having you up, brother. I didn't realize that you were stateside. I forgot about that. So
it's Turtle that's down in Australia.
Yes, yeah. And the chat doesn't work without the chat. Mirror, it's good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
Hey, Mirror. Just seeing you said hello. Sorry.
Ronald, thanks for coming in. Pat, working overtime as usual.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't know what's up with it. StreamYard is a little unstable right now.
I think it has to do with what's hitting, probably that program problem they were having. Plus, if we're having full-on radio communications blackout, that can start affecting the internet, what makes us start thinking it's everything else. Cell phones, all sorts of shit this is going to affect. What do we got? It's a week-long, 2-week crossing coming up. It took it 2 weeks to reappear from horizon to horizon. We got 2 weeks of this shit coming. And it's the most active one that sunspot's the most active one they've seen in years.
Thank you, Mirror. As always, have fun with the horse and horses, actually. And you know what you're doing, brother. Always good hearing from you. Pat, yup. Call's been dropping, yup. We're going to go ahead. We're going to close this one out. And we'll catch you all over the weekend live. And stay positive.
Put your fires out.
Exactly. No drama. No bullshit. It's all beautiful.
Life's too short for all
420
that.
up. One last time. 420 up to chat. Got to reach down in and find your soul and just grab onto it. Don't let nothing bother you, no matter what the circumstance.
Can't get over something, find a way around it.
Right on. All right, y'all. I hate to shut it down, but we're going to shut it down. Southside Channel from the Outpost headquarters down here in South Carolina. Peace and love, y'all. Catch you later. Have a great day. We're out.